What's going on, guys? MDLP from the Battle Axe, the Strongman Gym in Miami, where strength is everything. Bringing strength to the modern day Viking. Um, Here's a comment on a comment I constantly hear. Comment on a comment. Somebody got to quote that shit. And it's kind of a response. Sometimes I don't really get asked questions. I suppose I just hear things, and either they piss me off, or I just feel like people should know what I'm thinking. And I guess I'm really fortunate that I get views. I don't know why. It's probably the beard or nothing. I mean, I don't understand. But I really appreciate it because it helps my self-esteem. So, and this is something I hear all the time, a lot from my CrossFitian athletes, is that they'll get back to their gym and wherever their box is, and it's constant commentary on things like, oh, well, you're lifting heavy, so you're going to get slow, and, you got to stop lifting heavy, start running more and doing more cardio, blah, 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 blah. This is something on the response of why I believe in conditioning and the difference between conditioning and cardio. And this goes along with the idea of knowing your sport. Case in point. Today we did heavy bar squats. I was fortunate enough to have a good team around me. There are two CrossFitters. And we did heavy cambered squats for 5x2. Heavy, good 85, 90%. I mean, good stuff, good movements. What did we do after? We did 5x5 sumo deadlifts. Now, this is a heavy day. A lot of people won't push, pull, or squat at the same time, but we took it, not too heavy on the sumo deadlift. Why was a sumo deadlift not necessarily a 1 rep max? Why wasn't it pushed to the limit? Sumo deadlift has no application for me as far as a strongman and or a CrossFitter as a main movement. As in, nobody gives a fuck what your 1 rep max is in sumo deadlift and strongman. Now, as an accessory movement, does it have value? Absolutely. It's going to build your posterior chain, really help on overloading weight at the top, speed off the ground, adductors, abductors, glutes, etc., etc., and it keeps going on. As an accessory movement, it's amazing. What is the point of this fucking story besides the fact that I did, fun weight and I posted on Instagram like I always do, hashtag thebattleaxegym, strong as fuck. It's an accessory movement to make you better at the main movements. Know your sport. So, if you're somebody who is a runner, a rugby player, a strongman, a CrossFitter, is lifting heavy going to jeopardize your sport? No fucking way is that true at all. It's how you apply it to your training. Okay? If you lift heavy on Tuesday and you expect to get a PR on a Metcon, later on Tuesday or Wednesday, you're an amateur or you're just crazy. Unless you're very genetically gifted or on a cycle, highly unlikely that's going to happen for you. Think about it. Apply it into your program in a way that it makes sense to you. If you're a rugby player and most of our practices are Tuesday, Thursday, and you're going to kill yourself at the gym heavy on a Tuesday morning, and you expect to be good at tackling drills Tuesday night, that's ridiculous. If it's off season or even in season, control it and make it on Monday, Wednesday. Keep it controlled. Increase your conditioning. Make something like sprints. And here's the difference between conditioning and sprinting. And I should just make a separate video about that. We'll talk about that later. But the idea of applying strength and how to be conditioned to your sport. So the fundamental and the base of your cardiovascular system is your muscular system. So, or musculatory, whatever. So if we increase your strength, think of the value, how it would really apply to your sport. Just applying strength into your sport is a very specific thing. You have to have a coach that has your particular well-being in mind. No, you're not going to go to a guy who just wants you to powerlift 5 days a week and be like, well, this is what you got to do. You're going to powerlift every day, and then you're going to do WODs in the afternoon. No, you're going to get fucking hurt. You're going to suck at CrossFit and get good at powerlifting, or get really shitty at powerlifting and get good at CrossFit. So think about applying these kind of programs into that. That's something you can sit down with coaches. Myself, I'm pretty good at programming shit for your particular sport. And think about the value that it's bringing to your strength, to your gym, to your movements, and to your particular sport. So this is just in response of just kind of tired of hearing that bullshit where lifting heavier is going to make you worse at anything. Absolutely not. But if you go ahead and try to kill yourself the same day or the day after, think about it. Do sport-specific things, etc. And then go from there. Okay, I hope this kind of helps or helps you calm your mind in the sense that some of you guys are out there questioning why you're lifting heavy, and then go to do your particular sport and you feel like shit. No, just apply it correctly. Have true expectations. You're not gonna do a metcon with heavy squats after a squat day and think you're gonna do good. You're not gonna go to practice on a football field and think you're gonna be a badass after you just bench press for a 1 rep max. Think about those kind of things, and I hope that brings some sort of peace to people. So, yeah, I think that was a good video. Cheers.